Everybody good?
See if I can read this without my glasses.
We'll start with the opening statement from head coach Pete Lembo, and then we'll do questions for student athletes after that, and then questions for coach to wrap it up. So, Coach, go ahead.
Well, what a great way to finish such a special season for our program and for this team in particular. It's been a really, really special experience. I've coached 33 years, every level of college football from the SEC right down to Division III, and this was as special of a group of people that I've been around my entire career, and probably including my playing days in college and high school and everything else. So there really has not been hardly any bad days with this group. It's very, very cool that we were able to finish it with a very meaningful win today and to play pretty darn well. The guy to my right here being responsible for 3 turnovers, just an amazing effort. We talked this morning about how your best players have to step up in big games like this, and both of these guys did it. So that was really special, and this game reflected our team a lot. Not perfect, but sticking together, handling adversity well, taking care of the football, trying to play the field position game, which thankfully we were able to do today with some pretty significant wins out here, and getting the result that we wanted, and now heading off into the off season with a 5th straight win here is pretty cool. So we're grateful for the hospitality. Liberty was a great opponent. It was a very interesting dynamic, being in the same hotel the last 3 days and then getting ready to play a game. But that's one of the reasons that makes this game so special. So we're all thankful to be here and to be a part of this and to get the result that we got.
And I failed to mention our offensive player of the game is L.J. Henderson on the far side, and the close side to me is defensive player of the game, linebacker Red Murdoch. And we'll open it up to questions for them.
Pete, in the game, the team started out kind of slow offensively. The defense really carried this team up and keep the 3 field goals. What changed in the second half to get the Jets going on offense?
Well, first of all, we just had to settle down a little bit. We had a few self-inflicted wounds with some penalties that sort of stymied our drives down in the red zone where we had to settle for field goals. But one of the things our team has been able to do behind a veteran offensive line is to keep pounding the football, and eventually some of those 2 or 3 yard runs turn into bigger runs, and that's exactly what happened in the second half. I don't know what the exact number was in terms of time of possession in the third quarter, but it had to be 12 minutes, something significant like that. And the fact that we were able to move the ball, stay on the field when we were going into the wind, we really took a bleed the clock type mentality, because that wind was really, really affecting the kicking game, really affecting the field position game. And so we got those meaningful first downs when we needed to, and obviously Aljay's big explosive run, we've seen that so many times this year, that made it a 3-score game.
Aljay, how did that run unfold, that 45-yard run?
It was just the same play that we've been running when the game first started, so we knew that if we kept pounding it, one of them was going to break, like Coach said, and that's exactly what happened.
Inside zone into the boundary. That was a big part of the plan, and to be honest, it's been a big part of the plan every week. And we try to window dress it a lot of different ways, but at the end of the day, it's pretty simple stuff. And great job by our offensive line, and great job by Aljay being patient.
Aljay, was that frustrating in the first half, though? Your offense is trying to move, and there really isn't anything happening except for field goals, especially when you get thirds. Does that get frustrating?
I mean, it may look frustrating from the outside, but I trust my team and I trust my linemen, so I just let the game come to us and just keep playing hard.
Right. I mean, you were all over the field. You got in the end zone. I mean, what's it feel like doing this at this stage when everyone on TV was watching it?
It's a blessing. All glory definitely goes to God. And my main focus was trying to let the seniors go out the right way. So that's just how how it played out. Very thankful for it.
Coach, were you expecting the Powerade back?
I was not. I don't know what these guys must have had some kind of conspiracy going on to save it for the bowl game. Maybe they knew what result was coming. I was worried about coaching up to the last play, but very grateful for them and how they embraced me and embraced our new staff. And this has been a very, very close-knit football team. All of us in it together, and it shows with the results.
But you've been really fortunate to play alongside Sean Dolak for the last 2 or 3 years. What have you learned from him, and what kind of legacy is he going to leave here in the league?
I would say a main thing Dolak has taught me is kind of to never put a limit on yourself or the things that you think you can do. Certain plays you think you can make, anything along those lines. It's kind of just know that you can be a lot better than you think. So I've just been kind of pushing myself a lot harder because of him, and the results have shown on the field. It's also, but like these last couple years, I would like to listen. I was like, from James Patterson, Fabian Weitz, Jake Zimmer, Jason McCarthy, I've been really blessed with the veteran linebacker corps I've been put in a position to play with, and they played a great deal in developing me in many ways on and off the field. I'm eternally grateful for them.
What was it like to have such a strong showing from your fans here?
What a great turnout at the tailgate last night, at the game today. And this was not an easy trip to make, and a lot of people made a lot of sacrifices to be here. Players' families, alumni, football alumni, donors, administrators. A lot of people stepped up and showed their support all the way down here, and we're very grateful for it. And I think it's a great sign that we're moving the needle and starting to build something that can be special and can be a great part of the university. And hopefully we will continue to invest all we have. I can promise you the staff and I absolutely will keep investing in these guys to develop them and hopefully put ourselves in position where it's not unusual for us to be coming to games like this.
Pete, what do you think is your biggest accomplishment in your first year as head coach? Besides winning the Bahamas Bowl.
I would just say creating stability. I think that's what these guys needed more than anything else. They just needed to walk in the building every day and to know what to expect and to have a consistent schedule, a consistent routine, relationships, strong, meaningful relationships with the coaches that are able to be themselves, including me, and that's one thing I really enjoy about these guys is I try to be myself with them, and they know where I stand, and that goes for the rest of the staff. And I think they can be themselves. And we've got some wonderful guys. We've got some incredible high character guys. They just innately do the right things. And so it's been an easy group to get on the right track because there's such good people in it.
The same question, LJ. What do you think is this team's biggest accomplishment this year?
We all played together and we never gave up on each other. Whether we was down or any situation that wasn't in our favor, we always just trusted each other and we just played the whole game throughout all 4 quarters.
Brett, the same question.
I would say the biggest accomplishment was kind of piggybacking off of them. The culture that we've been able to cultivate over these last 11 months together with this new staff, and everybody truly buying into the offensive, defensive, special team plan every single week, and being able to be as successful as we were this season, knowing that we shot ourselves in the foot plenty times throughout the season, a lot better. So that's a really great feeling to have, especially coming into next year, going for a lot bigger goals.
Now that the game's done, all right, you're here, what is the one thing each of you want to do for your last game of the home then?
Well, I'm looking forward to going into that locker room and reminding them that there's no curfew tonight.
What about you guys? What have you not done yet? Was there something you're looking forward to?
I want to swim with the pigs or the dolphins or something. I hope we get back on time.
We need to get out of here with some daylight so he can do that.
I'll definitely want to get in the lazy river and just take a few laps around. So I don't think I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you.